What's up, guys? It's John Muscarello from Side Hustle Experiment. If you're new to the channel, I am a six-figure e-commerce seller. I sell mainly on Amazon and eBay. I sell used books and media. And today I'm going to talk to you about one of the hardest things about reselling that I really experienced this weekend. And yeah, there's a lot of work ahead of me to get this fixed and straightened out. But before I get into that, if you could please like the video and subscribe to the channel, it would mean the world to me. I love sharing reselling advice with you guys to help you make money on Amazon and eBay. And before I forget, tomorrow I'll be going live with the Brandy Robles on Instagram, and Common Good Finds will be over on YouTube. I will link to it. And just check out my Instagram story and you'll see more information about that. So let's get into it. So one of the hardest parts about where I am right now, so again, if you're new here, I just moved into a warehouse, 3,400 square feet. I do bulk books and media. I moved in there February. So I have a helper now, I have a lister, and I really need another person to help. And the hardest part for me at this stage of growing the business is really letting go, like getting help so I could not be there. Huge shout out to Ben Books on Instagram. He just took a 2-week vacation. His business basically ran without him. And that's kind of what I'm aiming for in this. My business is slightly different because we do a lot of eBay. So there's that. And that's really kind of what's... So this weekend, like, I was super mad, not at the fact I went away for an awesome birthday weekend. I went away Monday, kind of took Tuesday off, and then Wednesday I had somewhere I had to be for probably after 12, so not much work got done. And that's the problem, like the business doesn't run without me, so I'm mad at myself. I had a great time. I wasn't mad that I did what I did, but yeah, like it sucked like that the business was shut down because I wasn't there. So there's a lot of stuff that I have to work on in order to get it, so I cannot be there. And as I said earlier, I was like, oh, it's so far away, but it is and it isn't. There's just some stuff. So basically, I do really well with traveling. So that's a big strength and not such a great strength. So I have a lot of trouble just sitting down and kind of mapping out and like kind of planning at the warehouse, because there's always something to do there. Oh, there's eBay listings. Oh, there's this. Oh, there's that. Oh, I gotta do this. But when we were in the car going somewhere, my girlfriend was driving and I just like sat there with a yellow pen and was basically mapping out everything I need to do in order to get the place basically functioning without me. And it was crazy in my head to be like, wow, like a lot has to be done, but like a lot has already been done. There has been a lot of groundwork laid. I already do have 2 helpers. So adding a third into the mix, it's really just going to be about, you know, making it all work together. So yeah, I mean, right now I do pretty much everything, right? Like I coordinate the books, I get them picked up, I get them delivered, I take them off the truck, I scan with the helper, I do the eBay listings with the helper. I take pictures of all of them. I get them live. So I basically do everything in the business, hence why it doesn't run without me. And it's about time that changes. So some of the things that I have to figure out now, eBay is probably the biggest snag in the process. I know for a lot of people who do sell on Amazon, you know, they don't, not this is just a broad statement. A lot of the people I know who are kind of like on my level don't really bother with eBay. Some of the bigger bulk guys do sell on eBay, but it seems to be more like individual books. Like they're not selling rarer books, from what I understand. If they are, like, feel free to correct me in the comments. But that's kind of one of the hardest parts, right? So catching these rare books, researching these rare books, who does it? You know, we're doing merch fulfilled on Amazon as well. So, you know, we do have to ship every day, or we could do every other day if we wanted to set that up that way. So eBay also presents the challenge of, you know, shipping. Right now it's set to 1 business day handling time. I could change it to 2, but I don't know. I think people would rather. How many sales would I lose because of that? I don't know, but right now it works. So yeah, some of the holes that are in the business. All right, every morning, who's gonna ship out the packages we sold? eBay, we usually have 2 or 3 to ship out. Merchant fulfilled could range from anywhere from like 5 to 10. Usually on a Monday, there's about 20 or 30 things that have to get shipped out. So who's doing that? I think right now I could probably be doing that. Yes, I want to step away from the business, but I think until like I really have like a flow going, it is going to be hard to find someone to just do that. So yeah, there's that. There's taking pictures of the eBay stuff. I honestly think I could have someone, pay someone to come in, take the pictures of all the items. The helper is doing a really good job researching items so far. So maybe he could start creating the listings. And yeah, I'll do a double check. Right now, yeah, the goal is to like eventually not be there, but that's not gonna happen overnight. So there will be some times where like, yeah, like I still have to like, of course I'll be having to do stuff, but even if I do have to do all the eBay stuff, or, you know, make the listings, take the pic, like I could take like 3 days off and just do that at a later time. It's more just like, you know, keeping the book scanning, keeping eBay research going, keeping things being shipped, you know, having someone who could like open the warehouse so I don't have to do it every morning. So things like that. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with that. And yeah, it's been quite the eye-opening experience trying to plan this. And for the most part, like, I'm just gonna do the best that I can. I do have some things in mind. I will share them eventually. I'm still trying to flesh some of them out, and just kind of how things will work. I am thinking that for the time, I am really thinking about maybe hiring someone else to help scan. So the helper and this other person would scan the Gaylords. The person who's helping me now has a really good eye for identifying these rarer books or possible sets. So he would continue to do that. The other person would basically be scanning the books and sorting them into buyback or FBA or merchant fulfilled. And then the listing process would kind of keep going. But now that we're doing merchant fulfilled, I have to kind of plug that hole too to get someone listing there. And then there's the whole eBay thing. So I am working through it. I do kind of see maybe a couple like part-time-ish people, like having a couple that do different things, and maybe they overlap. Maybe like a merchant fulfill lister could also list for eBay and vice versa. Maybe or maybe even cross list on Facebook Marketplace. There's just a whole bunch of stuff that we do when it comes to like people, but like we have a kids book buyer, we have a history book buyer. Like there's just a lot of different things that go on there that I don't think is worth giving up, but it will make it more challenging to automate. I also have to really get like you know, documentation, like how everything works, so I don't have to be there, and kind of like training this way. Like it could practically be done by anyone if they read like a manual. Again, with eBay, that's super tough because, you know, I haven't come across every rare, expensive book. So it's not like I could just take pictures of them or go through prior eBay listings and like put them in a document. So it's gonna be more like things to look for, I guess. So it's really gonna require, which I hate doing, slowing down the current process and basically like taking notes and documenting, like, why did we put that book there? Like, why did we put it aside? Why did we decide to send it to Sell Back Your Book and not zip it? Like, there's just a lot of different stuff, but I will figure it out. Yeah, but it's gonna take a couple weeks and months to do so. But yeah, it is exciting. Yeah, I think some of the mistakes I have been making right now is really, it sounds so cliche, but basically spreading myself too thin. Like the idea like, oh, I'm gonna do OA, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. It doesn't work. I have to get the book, Merchant Fulfilled, FBA, and eBay like totally smooth and running without me. And then maybe I'll take on something else. eBay, I mean, we listed, I mentioned another video earlier, you know, we listed, I think, almost 40-ish, or I think it was 49 listings we did last week alone, which is insane. Usually, like I said, it was like maybe 10 or 15 per batch of Gaylords. So the volume is definitely up. The key will be to see how quick this stuff sells through. Yeah, like a bunch of it's rarer, but there isn't a lot of it out there. So I don't know if it really is in demand and, you know, a lot of people don't have it, or they just don't sell that often and a lot of people don't have it. So, but with anything else, you have to experiment. So yeah, that's basically what I'm doing. And so I guess the lesson is like, you really have to work on the business and not in the business. And it means something different for everyone. For me, it's like, how do you get that done? For me, it's really probably being somewhere where I can't do anything for the business, aka meaning, you know, maybe going to a coffee shop, or, you know, where I'm forced to, you know, sit down and think about it. It's not like being home, or, you know, oh, I'm gonna get to the warehouse early and sit down and do that, because that never happens. Like, I'm like, oh, like I'm gonna do it in the morning, and then I'm like, oh, I got all this other stuff to do. Or maybe I just need to be more disciplined to sit down for the hour and a half every morning and bang it out and figure out what I want it to look like. I don't know, but I am going to figure it out. Let me know what you think in the comments. How is your business? Can it run without you? If it does, like, what are some things that you found helpful in the past? If you could share that would definitely help people. And I look forward to sharing this kind of journey with you guys, how I figure this out, how I put people in place. I do want to be able to do an Amazon FBA, Merchant Fulfilled, and also eBay business, where it's not just selling individual, like cross-listing books. It's more picking out those rare books that sell for, you know, anywhere from $50 to $100 and upwards. Because I honestly think that's something that a lot of people aren't doing, and which either means it is crazy hard and not worth it, or no one's really figured out a good system for it yet. But who knows? I will know for sure soon. So please like the video, please subscribe to the channel. It means the world to me, and I will talk to you guys soon.